این دین دین مولاناست، این دین دین سعدی است، این دین دین حافظ است، این دین حتی دین فردوسی است. و عربستان سعودی از اون برند بسیار رادیکال اسلام کار میکنه و چون یکی از متحدین امریکاست، امریکا میگه که این خیدین اینمی هست، اینمی شما من سپورت میکنیم یا حمایه میکنیم. و قسمه که خودت خبر داری در امریکا که ما خودت زندگی میکنیم و زیادتر معلومات داریم، اکثر، من نمیگم همگیش، اکثر مساجد افغانی توسط وهابیا تمویل شده. من نمیگم همگیش، اکثر مساجد افغانی توسط وهابیا تمویل شده و توسط وهابیا آباد شده.
But the people say Wahabi. You didn't ask this one, but the people say Wahabi. Catch yourself before you say that. Al-Wahhab, if you say Al-Wahhab, you must be very careful now. You just said Allah's name. To give. Al-Wahhab, if you say Al-Wahhab, you must be very careful now. You just said Allah's name.
من نمیگم همگیش، اکثر مساجد افغانی توسط وهابیا تمویل شده و توسط وهابیا آباد شده.
What really happened over 200 years ago, there was a student of knowledge who memorized the Quran when he was not even a teenager yet. He studied all of the fiqh, jurisprudence of the Hanafi. Then he began to study others, and his father, who was a scholar, told him to stop. Just stay with what we have. He said, I want to learn the others. His father almost disowned him because of it. It was very upsetting. Don't do that. But he wanted to learn all of it so he could understand, and he began to learn quite a bit. He became convinced that he needed to learn more, and he discovered through this learning that the people of his time were making a grave mistake. Through this learning that the people of his time were making a grave mistake. I use the right word too, because they were worshiping at graves. They were literally going to graves and calling upon dead people to help them. Righteous people, good people, but they're dead. And even if they were alive, what could they do? They could only make dua for you. Nobody's got any magic. You ask Allah to solve these impossible situations and He can do it. And that's what he was telling the people. And some of those who were making money or getting good position in the community out of these grave worshiping deals took exception to his group because they came in and kicked over all of these monuments on these graves. Monuments on these graves. All of these monuments on these graves. Came in and kicked over all of these monuments on these graves. Came in and kicked over all of these monuments on these graves. And of course they had no evidence to support what they did, so instead of dealing with the rationale of, why don't you look at what you're doing is wrong, instead they labeled his followers as Wahabi. Followers as Wahabi. Followers as Wahabi.